Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm Josh Canales, the chair of the Carson Sheriff Station Support Foundation. This year, in lieu of our Distinguished Service Award, which we host annually here at the Carson Community Center, we have actually put together an end-of-the-year virtual event directed by none other than Sweeney Montinola of the South Bay Pavilion. We want to thank our sponsors for your continued support. Year in and year out, our vision and our desire is to support the vision of the Carson Sheriff Station. Thank you, and we hope that you have a wonderful end of the year. And now, let's turn to the City of Carson elected officials.
Hello, my name is Councilman Cedric Hicks, newly elected for New District 3. We're here honoring our Carson Sheriff Station because of the men and women who are deputies here in the City of Carson are outstanding workers in the protection of our residents in the City of Carson. During the process of the COVID-19, they have rose to the occasion of being even more vigilant in making sure our city is safe. I want to commend them, to our captain, to the sheriff, to all of the men and women. We are so proud of them, and we continue to support them, and we continue to be supportive of them as on the City Council. I just want to say to all of you, thank you for doing your work and a job well done.
Hi, my name is Jim Deere. I'm the Mayor Pro Tem of the City of Carson, California. I'm sending this greetings to our Sheriff's Department, all the personnel, sworn deputies and civilians, the leadership at the LA County Sheriff's Department, and all the people of the City of Carson, because we know that the Sheriff's Foundation is set there to do the good work, to support the sheriffs in their work. I'm a charter member of the foundation in 2006. I was the mayor at the time. And so I really want everyone to know that this year, 2020, has been such a challenging year for all of us in Carson, particularly law enforcement. And as you know, I'm the biggest supporter of law enforcement in the City of Carson. I continue to be at your back at all times. So I want to thank you, the sheriff's deputies themselves, and all of the management personnel in the Sheriff's Department, for going above and beyond. You are doing this work because you care about people. You have compassion for people. You're not in the law enforcement to get rich. You're there because you care about the community. You care about the United States of America. And I appreciate that as a citizen of the country. Particularly a citizen of Carson, California. We're really happy with the Sheriff's Department, the work that you do. And again, I want to reiterate, I want to thank you for this time of the COVID-19 pandemic affecting all of our lives, and the businesses and all the lives that's being affected with the shutdown and the challenges that we're all meeting. We also had a number of protests this year, and they were handled very professionally in Carson. I was very impressed with the Sheriff's Department strategy and implementation of your policies. All of those are really good. And basically this message is to say that we're very happy with your service. We know you've gone above and beyond in this year 2020, and we thank you for that. God bless you. Jim Deere, City of Carson, California.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lula Davis-Holmes. I'm your mayor-elect for the City of Carson. I've served on the City Council since 2007, and I'm proud to be a part of this community. First of all, I want to thank the Carson Foundation for all that they've done since 2006 and what they've done recently during the COVID-19 pandemic. And that is providing tens of thousands of dollars to help our sheriff station to perform their duties and responsibilities by providing protective equipment for our officers and other needed items that are needed to support the sheriff station. I want to thank the sheriff, our unsung heroes, for all that they do to protect this great city of Carson, and more specifically to address the needs that this community needed in light of COVID-19. You were there on the front line fighting to make sure that our residents were protected. You were out when we had the George Floyd March. You were there when we gave away thousands of meals to the needy. You protected our streets. And I just want to say thank you from a grateful city and from your new mayor-elect for all that you do. I come from a law enforcement background, so you know that my heart is with you each and every night that you go out, you make the ultimate sacrifice to allow me and the residents of the city of Carson to stay at home with our loved ones while you're patrolling the streets. This is unprecedented times. Normally we would be at the community center honoring those that have served this city and being recognized, but because of COVID-19, we're unable to do that. So as your new mayor-elect, I want to let you know how much we appreciate you for all that you've done, for all that you will do, and know that we're here to support you just the way you are here to support us, the residents of the city of Carson. Thank you. Happy holidays to you and your family. Again, this is your Councilwoman Lula Davis-Holmes. I have my mask, but I was unable to wear it because it has lots of lipstick on it. Thank you so much from a grateful mayor-elect and from all of my colleagues on the City Council and the 96,000 residents that owe you gratitude. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hey family, this is Councilman Jawane Hilton from the City of Carson. I wanted to just start by saying thank you to the LA County Sheriffs for all of the heroic acts that you have performed in the year 2020. 2020 has been a difficult year for the whole world. And the fact that you stepped in have been essential and to make sure that our lives and our communities have been protected. I wanted to say, I salute you for all the work that you do in our community. I want to say, on behalf of the 100,000 people that I have the pleasure of representing here in the city of Carson, thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you for being essential. Thank you for holding us together in the midst of a pandemic. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for putting your lives on the line every day to make sure that our lives are safe. Again, I'm Councilman Jawane Hilton, and I approve this message.
Hello, Albert Robles here, Mayor of the great city of Carson, California. First of all, I want to begin by thanking the Carson Sheriff Station Foundation for their ongoing efforts to provide vitally needed support and equipment to the Carson Sheriff's Department. We really appreciate all your help and support throughout the years, and especially this year, where many events are going by the wayside. I appreciate the foundation stepping up and doing this virtual event. So thank you to all the supporters of the foundation and its members. I want to thank all the deputies of the Carson Sheriff Station for the hard work that they do throughout the years, each and every day, but especially this year, 2020, which will go down in history as most memorable, not only for the COVID-19 pandemic that we're experiencing, but also because of the various social justice, criminal reform protests and efforts underway. I have always appreciated the sheriff's deputies at the Carson Station responsiveness and attentiveness to the Carson residents. Were the envy of other cities in LA and throughout the state, because I always boast about our strong community ties and relationship with our sheriff's deputy. But this year in particular, our deputies stepped up and showed their true character in not only putting their lives on the line each and every day as they always done, but exposing themselves and their families even more jeopardy during this pandemic, and stepping up and helping with the mass distribution and providing vitally needed services and access to our residents and being so responsive. Thank you. And again, thank you to all the supporters of the foundation. Happy holidays and onward and upward. Thank you.
And now, our feature presentation.
Hi, my name is Sweeney May, and most of you might know me as the marketing director at South Bay Pavilion. But I've also been a member of the board of directors of the Carson Sheriff Station Support Foundation for several years now. In lieu of the Distinguished Service Award Luncheon that we could not host this year, we're very excited to present to you this virtual 2020 year-end review in the perspective of the Sheriff Station. Big shout out to Brandon with the C2R Productions for helping us put this virtual event together. So let's see what the station has been up to this year.
Hi, I'd like to take this brief opportunity to thank the residents, business leaders, and the community for all their support over the last several years. As some of you may know, my time as the captain here at the Carson Sheriff Station is coming to an end. It's been a humble experience, and I did want to take this opportunity to thank so many people for making our success come to a reality. And part of that came from the foundation. The Carson Sheriff Support Foundation over the last couple of decades has made significant strides in bettering our community, but also our station. For example, in the last couple of years, we purchased mass response trauma shooting kits. These kits may save the lives of countless people, God forbid, that we have an event in the future that requires our response. We've trained our personnel to deal with these challenging situations, but without the support of the foundation, we in fact wouldn't have been able to make some of these things come to fruition. We've additionally had the support of our station explorers. These are youth that are trying to better their lives and progress as they become the future leaders of our country. And the support of the foundation has also allowed them to progress in their training as well as their eventual futures. Additionally, I'd like to thank the foundation for all the things that they've done in this last year, which is the COVID protection equipment. The protection equipment has provided us with plexiglass for our jailers, as well as sterilization kits, response kits for our deputies that respond to scenes where unfortunately fatalities have occurred as well too. The Carson Sheriff Support Foundation has also supported us in our Family Assistance Program. The Family Assistance Program assists those families that may just need a little extra help during the holidays. This year in 2020, as a result of COVID and the economic impacts to many of our community residents, we've had a record number of applications, and as a result, hundreds of families will be assisted this year, with countless children receiving both gifts and at least a good nourished meal during the holidays. But again, without the support of the business community, as well as our residents and clergy members, none of this would have been possible. Some additional achievements over the last 4 years include our crime. Our crime has declined year over year over the last 4 years progressively, and last year was our lowest crime in more than 36 years. This year, crime remains relatively flat in comparison and remains one of our best years ever. A lot of that comes from the support, again, of the community wanting to be involved, but also those that work here at the Carson Sheriff Station. We have approximately 200 sworn and professional staff that give tirelessly to making sure that they better our community. For that, I cannot thank them enough. In my time with the foundation, we have lost some key board members, unfortunately, and those include Marcelino Inez, Marianne O'Neill, and most recently in the last couple of months, Cy Mamoli. When I think back to the things that they've contributed to the foundation, they were some of the original key members that have helped to support this community. Without their years of dedication, I'm not so sure where we would even be today with the foundation. And additionally, I'd like to thank the president over the last 4 years, Josh Canales. Josh is a leader in our community within the clergy, as well as a longtime resident. He understands where we're trying to go, and I am so grateful for his contribution over the last several years. And to all of you, thank you as well.
Hello everyone, I'm Sergeant Carlos Veramendi from the Carson Sheriff Station. I'm the Community Relations Sergeant here at the station. I've had the pleasure to be the Community Relations Sergeant now for about 5 to 6 years, and it's one of the better jobs that I've had in my career. One of the reasons it's been one of the better jobs that I've had is because I've had a chance to work with the Carson Sheriff Station Support Foundation, our nonprofit organization that we have here that involves board members from different parts of the community. We have residents, we have companies, also from the faith-based churches. So we've been lucky to have that relationship, that friendship that we've had with them. Because it's also supported us here at the station, but it's also helped out the community with planning a lot of our events. Some of the things that the foundation does also for us, they support our gang diversion team. Our gang diversion team helps at-risk the youth here in Carson. The program is run by Deputy Frederick Noya, and without the support and help from the foundation, a lot of these kids would be put in the system either by probation or juvenile hall. But what we try to do is Deputy Noya will provide mentors to these kids at risk, and each mentor will be a student from one of the local colleges, an intern, and what they'll do is be a mentor to these kids, check on them, guide them, either help them out with schooling, tutoring, and just to give them direction. Not if they don't have that big brother, big sister type, they're there for them. So that's some of the things that the foundation helps us with. Also, they also help us with our Explorer program. Explorer program is for kids between the ages of 14 to 20. Those are kids that go do an 18-week academy through the Sheriff's Department. Once they graduate, they come here to the Carson Sheriff Station and they become part of the Carson family. They'll do ride-alongs. They'll help us at our events like Community Night Out, and golf tournament, the toy drive. Of course, this year's different, with the whole COVID situation. They haven't been allowed to come to the station, but we still have our program, and we're waiting for everything, hopefully, to someday get all cleared up where they can start coming back, doing ride-alongs and doing what they do here for the station. Okay, so those are just some of the programs that we have here at the station that the foundation definitely supports us for. So we depend on them, and we ask that with your support, we can continue to depend on them and have them in our backseat and supporting us. Thank you.
We're extremely proud to continue to support the vision of the Carson Sheriff Station and the men and women in uniform, the deputies, and the sworn staff of this great station. It's been a great pleasure of mine to support as the president for the last 14 years, and we're not done yet. Many folks who have laid the foundation for us here in the community in regards to our foundation, such as Marianne O'Neill, Marcelino Inez Jr., and the late Cy Momoli, have made things a whole lot easier in getting things done. We hope that you enjoy this commemorative video as we reflect on the passing of Chief Cy Momoli. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for our end of the year virtual event. We want to thank Brandon James of C2R Productions for all of the work and support in making this happen. We also want to thank, most of all of our sponsors, all of you guys that continue to make our job easier supporting the men and women in uniform here at the great Carson Sheriff Station. If you'd like to become a supporter of the Carson Sheriff Station Support Foundation, click the link below, www.CSSSF.org, so that you can become a part of what we're doing here in the community. We love what we do, and we want you also to see that your support matters. So come alongside us. Help us make a greater community by supporting the Carson Sheriff Station. From our family to yours, God bless and Happy New Year.